Welcome to Digital Innovators. My name is David Drake, and this is the first time I'm on the New York Stock Exchange floor recording from the old recording studios of Bloomberg. And it's kind of exciting being, born and raised in Stockholm, Sweden, having made it in the US. Finally sit here and have a chance to talk about digital innovators around the globe coming together. I want to thank our sponsors, Icebreaker, as well as Family Office Today. And my own family, I've been investing in fintech and crypto-related businesses for the last 20 years. Of course, not in crypto, but fintech, as well as payment processing and many other industries that are actually becoming revolutionizing different nowadays. And there's silent storms or revolutions happening. And one of those companies that I want to talk about today, who actually flew in from Korea, are the innovators of a company called Star Lion and Star Cave, where they have actually taken it another level that I haven't seen before, to the extent of being able to take a payment processing solution and that it adds a visualization security level to payments that can have almost a triple level security on how to make payments and not give people the credit card anymore. The credit card days are over, and this is the way to secure it. So I'd like to introduce Eddy Kim from Star Lion, Star Cave, as well as the founder.
Hi.
Pleasure having you.
Very nice to meet you, David.
I'm happy to have you on New York Stock Exchange, on the floor behind you, the bell is in the back. As a kid, I hadn't even thought that I'd be here one day, let alone sitting here having a chance to talk to you and talk about the innovation you created.
Right.
And I know that the founder was with you, started building these solutions over 20 years ago in Korea, and now using this opportunity as a growth opportunity to come to the U.S. with a solution that is quite captivating in kind of allowing people to be engaged in how to keep their credit card safe, secure, and never give anybody the number, even if you go to Starbucks.
Right.
So maybe talk a little bit, what is the problem that you guys have solved?
Well, basically, David, the problem of today's payment system is the technology. The user pay through their card to complete their payment. The authority of approving the transaction strictly belongs to merchants, not the actual users. So basically, the entire process of transaction from inputting the payment to the approval request is being generated through the main server.
Right.
So it can cause, and it can be hacked through the card information. Furthermore, illegal duplication of the cards is a serious problem in countries like US and the other countries. So, since it's possible to make online payment by providing CVC number of credit card at the back of your cards,
Right.
We see that there's a very vulnerable. So we want to achieve and create an environment where the customer has a control over the safety of the payment transaction, or problem may just be rectified from its root. Why not modify the entire structure of the process to have the user confirm the amount by him or herself to make sure the payment is fully encrypted? So the singular disposal and a code prevent to hack into your personal information, since it's getting disposed after each transaction, and provide user-friendly format from their smartphone.
So in essence, as I see this, you get this millions of different colors, and the combination of them are in the trillions or even higher.
That's right.
And by swiping on the screen, you create a unique code.
Yep.
And that payment can't be higher. Let's say it's a coffee for $6.06 to Starbucks.
Right.
Right. So I sign on it and says $6.06 can only be sent to Starbucks on a temporary code on my screen on my phone.
Exactly.
I pay at the counter. My credit card is never touched. Nobody else can interfere with that.
That's right.
And my signature makes it unique with the lighting. And you kind of thinking, hey, every time you do a payment, not only is it unique, you don't show your credit card, it pays, but only the amount that you say. Can't be $6.05. Can't be $6.07.
That's right.
And they can't be to anybody else except Starbucks that second, that moment.
Exactly. So, basically, this is a very innovative program. So what we're saying is that previously, when you're using or swipe your credit card into any of the vendor machine, it provides actual information about your personal key, as well as the amount that's to be sent over to the main vendor. But what we do is that we actually separate it and divide it into two different codes, so that your personal key will remain as safe, so that nobody can hack into it. Only the amount to be settled will be sent over to the vendor machine.
No, it took a little while for me to understand how it worked, but it's really right now just on your phone.
That's right.
It looks like a credit card. It has a code.
Yep.
It has even a QR code.
Right.
But if you use it one time in Starbucks, that code will never ever be used again.
That's right.
Cannot be charged again. There's no more money allocated for that code.
Right.
It's $6.06, and that's it.
That's it.
I love that. I mean, because I've had so many situations with my friends, family, myself, with credit cards being stolen, used, etc. And this removes this completely.
Exactly. And furthermore, these days you have NFC code, so which means that people can use their device to tag onto your credit card. While you're speaking to someone else, they can just tap it and get the money out from your credit card. We can totally prevent those type of hacking as well.
It's revolutionizing, and I'm getting really excited about the partnership investment my family's made globally.
Right.
I can actually apply this solution. Harrison, thank you for coming to Korea, from Korea over to the US. Very excited about what you built, how you created this opportunity over the many decades of working in Korea. Tell me a little bit about how you started in this space.
이거를 이제 어떤 식으로 시작을 했는지를 한번 설명을 해달랍니다.
세상은 미지의 매트리스 세상으로 점점 변해가고 있는데 그 전자적인 공격을 방어할 수 있는 새로운 혁신적인 구조를 개발하게 되었습니다.
And now you have a long history of working with also messaging companies from Korea, and you've been involved with that for quite a few years. So you're also going to be applying this to that messaging app in the future. Is that correct?
그럼 나중에 메신저에도 이거를 같이 이제 집어넣을 것이죠?
네, 모든 전자적인 방어의 수단으로서 좀 더 안전하게 저희가 매트리스 사용으로 안내해줄 저희 혁신적인 기술이라고 생각하고 있습니다.
So I understand that you've been working on the top 3 message apps in Korea before. I would think those are companies like Line and Kakao, and then one day you're going to be coming up with something of your own. Please tell us what that vision.
예전에 저 되게 유명한 데랑 많이 일을 했었는데
네.
지금 이제 회사를 만드시고 어떤 식으로 이제 운영을 하실 건지.
네, 그 20년 이상의 개발 경력을 바탕으로 해서 이번에 혁신적인 개발 구조를 완성시켜서 세상에 많은 그 보안 솔루션들을 보급하고자 개발하게 되었습니다.
Please tell me, what would you like to tell the audience back home in Korea as we expand here into the U.S.?
미국에 이렇게 진출을 하면서 이제 한국에 계신 분들한테 뭘 이제 말하고 싶으신지.
저희 모든 개발 팀원들에게 이런 혁신적인 구조를 완성시킬 수 있도록 열정을 다 쏟아내어 주어서 너무 감사함을 전하고 싶습니다.
And I would like to ask you, Harrison, what are the 3 things you appreciate the most of this adventure in the last 20 years in your business?
그 20년 동안 이 일을 하시면서 어떤 3가지를 가장 그렇게 생각을 하셨는지.
첫 번째로 그 안전하게 결제할 수 있는 그런 혁신적인 구조를 고려를 해놨고요. 그걸 바탕으로 해가지고 차별화된 구조와 그 인프라를 조화롭게 완성시키는 데 목적을 두고 개발하였습니다.
Would you translate, please?
Okay, so basically, it's a thirst for a better fintech solution and then satisfy the customer. As you know that, when you get to the older generation these days, using an application from the phone is too much complicated for them. And yet, this security itself is not there. So people find it very hard to use it. Sometimes they don't even bother to look into it. So, that's what he wants to change into more a user-friendly environment. As well as, being a pioneer to create a code that gives him a lot of inspiration to, bring it up to the next level of a security tech.
Thank you, Harrison, for talking about how you founded the company and spent the last 20 years building what you have today. Very excited about it. We're going to have the CEO join us right now and talk about his vision of the company and what they're doing for the growth strategies over to the U.S. Both on Starline and Starcave, 2 different companies. The first one being an advertising agency-focused platform where you watch videos, very short ones, and you earn coins or
That's
loyalty
right.
points. And now you're now more focused on, you're going to take that expansion opportunity to the U.S. so people can actually earn
Right.
revenue or loyalty points. But at the same time, you focus more and more on the fintech aspect of the
That's
payment
right.
processing solution that this has been created.
Exactly. So David, basically, when we first create this advertising mining program that we wish is that, as again we're earning a royalty coin. But at the same time, we've been exposing this color code system to user base so that they'll be more familiarized with this color coin.
Right. So it's two different businesses.
That's right. Yes.
Yeah. So there's one business where anybody can just watch videos and advertising and earn points, make even a revenue.
That's right.
And now you're going to say, here's how the business Star Cave, where you have a digital fintech debit card solution, credit card solution.
That's correct. Yes.
Very, very interesting. Now we have the CEO of the company. Thanks for having me here on New York Stock
Nice to
Exchange.
meet you.
It's exciting to be here for the first time,
Yeah,
isn't
first
it?
time. Yeah. I'm
Quite
exciting.
Isn't it amazing? Right on the
Very
floor.
amazing.
Amazing. Okay.
Maybe you can tell me some more of your visions of the company on Star Cave and the growth plans for your company.
그 스타케이브에 대해서 우리 핀텍
네.
비즈니스에 대해서 비전을
네.
한번 설명을 해달랍니다.
스타케이브 비전이요?
예.
저희 스타케이브 스타가이오는 정말 이 세상에 많은 사람들이 안전한 결제 서비스를 저희 시스템, 안전한 시스템을 통해서 모든 사람이 다 이용할 수 있도록 저희가 서포트하는 게 목표입니다.
Go ahead.
Right. So basically, for the Star Cave, they want to achieve to make sure that every individual user will feel user-friendly and also have a secure base of protecting their own vault or saving in terms of aspect of not getting hacked. That's their vision for the next 5 years.
I have a partner who actually used to work for Steve Jobs building the iPod,
Right.
and he's a designer. And as we were talking about that the other day, the design aspect of it technically really never stops. That is challenging. You think it's easy to make an app that seems seamless and the user interface is easy, but it's not.
You're right.
One wrong thing and I get all confused. And I'm like, huh?
Exactly. That's why it took 20 years for them to basically come up with this idea and to realize the actual program. And then, we find it quite satisfactory at this moment, how this program turned out to be. And then, maybe if we have a chance to show you the program itself, you'll be fascinated how easy and how friendly it is.
No, yeah, we'll add that to this piece. Everyone can see how it's done.
Right.
But also, what's interesting is that you also have a patent. I'd love to learn more about that you have for this solution.
Right.
And the security is on a very, very high level, obviously. As I looked at it. Now the expansion plans, I would think that the smart way to go about it would be to partner up with groups where they have distribution and customers, and then grow with the expansion plans to the U.S. I think that's a smart way to go
Right.
because you have something unique that we haven't seen. But I think they'll still be very difficult for the user interface to be easy, and most of the time the first steps, downloading it and understanding what it does. It took me a while to understand how this worked.
Right.
Now, what are some of the strategic, plans that the CEO has for the company over the next 12 months?
Well, next 12 months, just like you're mentioning, he would like to find a partner in U.S. who already have an establishment in terms of a security tech area, because our color code program itself is quite comparable with any other gateway system out there, so that you can just be add on to it. So it's ready to actually use straight away. And then later on, gradually, there's going to be enhancement of different type of color code. And furthermore, we're going to actually build something to the next level that everybody will find it very easy to use.
Please ask him. So, what are some of the opportunities that he's looking at from both Asia and the U.S. that this application can apply to in the short term versus long term?
자, 지금 우리가 비전 중에서
네네.
미국하고 동양에 와가지고 앞으로 12달 동안
네네.
우리가 여기서 그 성과를 하고 싶은 게 무엇인지. 예.
저기
말하시면
다시.
돼요.
그러니까 뭐 여기 미국에서요?
네, 미국하고 이제 동양에서.
그러니까 미국 같은 경우는 지금 카드 정보만 가지고 뒤에 이제 카드 정보와 CVC만으로도 결제가 이루어지기 때문에 굉장히 이 해킹과 좀 위협적인 결제 시장에서 위협적인 요소가 많습니다. 그래서 저희 컬러드 코드를 통해서 이 안전한 결제 시스템을 미국을 시작으로 전 세계인들이 다 쓸 수 있도록 지금 여기 많은 파트너사들과 함께 저희가 이제 함께 협력해서 나갈 겁니다.
Basically, our CEO believes that U.S. is one of the main country, and that it has advanced in technology. So he wants to introduce the color code to U.S. to make people understand. And from there, they will try to form a JV with a lot of different partners to spread out to the world. I think that's his vision for next 12 months.
And could you also ask him, what he would like to convey to his fellow Koreans with the fact that he, managed to do this recording here at New York Stock Exchange, and they have a chance to see him being here.
그리고
네.
우리가 오늘 여기 스톡 익스체인지에서 이렇게 인터뷰를 하는데 그거 이제 회사에 있는 그 사람들한테 메시지를 전해줄 수 있나요?
지금 저희 이 혁신적인 서비스를 위해서 함께 개발했고 저희 디자인했고 함께 이제 했던 저희 팀원들 그리고 이제 회사 동료들한테 정말 이제 감사함을 표하고 저희가 이제 글로벌로 나가게 됐으니까 더욱더 열심히 일해서 더 성공적인 이 비즈니스를 함께 이뤄갔으면 좋겠습니다. 감사합니다.
First of all, he would like to thank his teammate who come up with innovative and all this hard work to bring them all the way to stock exchange here today. And then, make sure that he wants to push it even harder to bring it to the next level. He said, thank you so much for the opportunities.
Well, I'm very happy having both of you here and your founder sharing your vision. And I think it's challenging to convey how clever it is and interactive your solution is. But I love the fact that you have a limited temporary payment processing credit card for every payment you make. And that should be the standard. Every time I go and pay for something, it should be unique, seamless, fast, simple, and not having to be, here's my credit card and you might copy it.
That's
So
right.
that portion of it I love. And I can see a lot of companies, they're in the credit card business, they're going to say, wait a minute, we can make a digital format of this and the card is never typed in again and it's protected. I think that could actually create a little, technology shift here what's happening with payment processing.
Yep, we agree to that. So, basically, again, we're having a cyber virtual card to taking over a credit card, but people, the user actually, they will not actually feel anything different. It's simple as just giving your card to the counter. But then again, with the extra security system that you have in tap of the card itself, so I don't think that people will feel anything different from that.
And they'll take their card, put it into the system, but that number will never be used again.
Exactly.
That's the beauty.
That's right.
And unless they sign with it and put the amount in, nobody can take it out.
Exactly.
I love it. I love it. Thank you for having you both
Thank
here
you very
today.
much.
Thank you for the founder joining us from Korea
Thank
and
you.
the CEO.
Thank you.
I wish you the best of luck and I hope to see you shortly again. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you
My
very
name is
much.
David Drake, and welcome to Digital Innovators. Have a good day.